Hey folks, world news. Yulin is in flames. That's because we just dropped a SEAL team off and they blew the crap out of the port. Welcome to Cold Waters. This is EASCARTA Gaming. Let's get into it. So, Cold Waters is there's three options for campaigns right now without any mods. There's I think 1968, 1984, and 2000. We are currently playing the year 2000 campaign. I'm 2 missions into it. We just dropped a SEAL team off, completed that mission. They blew up the port, or blew up stuff in the port. Options in this time frame are Seawolf class, Flight 1, 2, or 3 Los Angeles, and Sturgeon class. So we'll continue on. So we drop the SEAL team off. When you embark with the SEAL team, they remove most of your weapons. You're left with only what is in your torpedo tubes. In the game, Seawolf SSN-21 has 8 tubes, all but one of which I had filled with Mark 48s, and I had 1 Moss decoy in tube 8. So we have to return to Guam and reload our weapons because we've just got basically a defensive loadout right now. But on the way, I may dabble in some submarine warfare as we go back to Guam. So here we go. Status report, that is what we have loaded. And in stores, we have nothing else. We dropped SEAL team off. Damage, we have none because I did not engage anything. And stayed covert while we dropped them off so as to not affect their mission. So back we go. Want to avoid those red planes. Well, there we go. I just did not avoid it. Red planes are maritime surveillance aircraft with magnetic anomaly detection, I assume. So they alert other forces in the area to your location if they pass over you. And then you're usually intercepted by either submarine or surface warfare groups. So right now, pretty sure it's based on what we saw on our strategic planning map. Subsurface contact, and it is bearing 082. We are designating it Sierra 1. We're heading 169. Our depth, which may not be accurate, 600 feet. We're doing 20 knots. We're going to slow down immediately so as to not alert those guys of our presence or our location. They'll probably know we're here, just not where. It's saying there's a moderate surface duct and a moderate layer at 147 feet. Let's continue on. So Shift S is going to put me into ultra quiet mode. 082 off to our port side right now. We're headed south roughly. One thing I like to do in this game when I first get into this portion of the game is set one tube up for a snapshot. And all that is the ability to quickly fire the torpedo and not have to worry about the fiber optic wire out to that torpedo. It's set up to go active as soon as I launch. So I usually do that with tube 2. So we have a contact. Conditions, we're at 600. Got a layer at 147. Let's figure out what Sierra 1 is. Should be the submarine because yeah, it's a Ming class. Diesel electric, and we may have a second. What do we got here? No, I think it's a merchant. Like a tanker. We'll go to those. Excuse me. Trawler. It is a trawler. Okay, so we'll designate it as such. Third contact, almost in our baffles. That looks like another merchant to me. So what this is called the Demon display, and I forget what that stands for, but it's basically you're analyzing frequencies of motor noises and propeller turn rates and things like that. And the U.S. Navy, most navies have a catalog of different things. You can almost break down to each ship based on bearing noise, blade noise, engine noise, determine like what ship it is and the exact serial of the, you know what I mean, like the exact ship in a class of ships if they have it recorded already, which some of these submarines, some of their jobs in the past has been to sit outside of a port and just record the noises as they go by. So that's what we're doing here. We're designating the target as a class of submarine and ship. And with that information, if it's accurate, then it helps the target motion analysis system in the submarine determine how fast it's going and distance and things like that as well. It just helps in our finding out where exactly they are if we are accurate with that info. So we have designated those, and now we're going to set up for weapons and countermeasures. I'm going to compress time a little bit here. So right now, at 66% accurate on our target motion analysis, there it is. Okay.
Sonar lost contact.
Say we're 20,000 yards away. He's headed for us, so let's take time compression off and adjust. Come back to the starboard here. I had the wrong target locked up, so he's 8.6 thousand yards away.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2.
If he goes active, we're within range of it showing us. Because I'm turning, our target motion analysis has to recalculate positions and things. It's going to show an accurate bearing, but not range until our solution comes back up. Now I'm going to have to go perpendicular basically to his bearing so that all my sensors and my towed array sonar can get a better fix. So we're slowly doing that right now. I'll probably come down to 170, which will increase our solution probability. Compress time again.
Sonar new contact bearing 120. Designated Sierra 4.
Make sure that's not another submarine. Another hostile contact. So in the game, we are at war with China, so rules of engagement are weapons free. That's going to be a trawler.
Sonar,
weapons free with positive identification.
Merchant. Come left to 161.
And that Ming is not making it easy for me. I want to get in his baffles, if at all possible, in behind his passive sensors, so that he doesn't hear my transient when I open my torpedo tube doors and launch. So we'll compress time again, just try and get another solution again. Okay, here we go. He's headed west now, slightly southwest. He may have a generalized idea of my location based on the way he's acting. We're about to get accurate course data here at 85. There we go. Okay. I think he does know we're in the area somewhere. So let's turn and slow down.
Make turns for 2 knots. Maneuvering eye.
We are already at ultra quiet.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 2 knots.
I don't like this at all. It's the first time this has happened.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 051. Contact faded.
So we have infinite depth available for our crush depth. He's at about 500 feet and he's closing. I got my snapshot ready. Let's just put a little elevation on us. If he goes active, I'm going to use his own torpedo against him. See how this plays out. If we descend too quickly, our hull will pop and make compression noises. So we don't want to go too quickly. We want to give that metal time to adjust, make less noise. Same with course corrections. If they're done too quickly, it'll flex the metal and make noise. I forget what type of steel, but the American subs are primarily steel. Russians are titanium. Man, that guy is just... He's got me... Seems like he's got me pegged, but that can't be. It's a speed, 8 knots, so he's not hearing a whole lot. Here we go. He knows where I'm at. There it is. Okay, my weapon's acquired, but he's too high for... Okay, let's shoot. I just lost my torpedo. Wire broke as I went fast, so that torpedo might acquire us. Let's get out of here. We'll go deep and get out of its cone of acquisition here. I think it just locked them up. That's good. Yep. Boom. Alright. Let's clear the area. Slow down in case there's another one here. Just get out of the way of that so it doesn't hit us as well. So I have the game set to Elite, which is as hard as it gets. So I'm assuming sonar operators in that submarine were hearing slight noises, and that's why they kept turning towards us. And then when they thought there was something there and they were close to it, they started hitting me with active, which was a mistake. Alright, so we need to clear these weapons, get free of them before we can go back to our strategic map. So I'll compress time.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Still not good. Alright, compress time. There we go. Alright, so that's the end of episode 1. Thanks for watching.